Life is what you make it. This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creators to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I will ask is, what's next? You already know what time it is, Houston, Texas. It's your boy.
And creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
It's me, Soy Yo.
John Ross Dike I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Walk with me.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body.
Big and jiggy puffy. Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Welcome back to episode 111 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. My name,
John Ross Dike I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dike and Still_Visionary. If you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. Listen, I need you to subscribe. I need you to follow. I need you to like. I need to get my subscriptions up. So if you would, just subscribe whenever you get the chance. Directly in front of you, I have all the paraphernalia that I sell out of the trunk of my car on my website and on this podcast. And you can shop stillvisionary.com/merch. Also, make sure that you follow the What's Next pod _ on Instagram. Yo, listen, Houston, Texas, I bring you salutations. Before we move any further in this episode, I know I'm kind of late, but I wanted to take time for media and everybody on Facebook to memorialize DMX. So I want to give a moment of silence to the dog, and then I want to get back into the podcast. Yes, rest in peace to the legend that is and was, or let me say was and is, Earl Simmons, aka Dogman X. You know, on this episode today, I don't come to you as a devout fan of DMX, right? I will always remember DMX as Buns from Belly. That's where I will remember DMX from, Buns from Belly. And then I remember DMX from Nas's Life is What You Make It off the I Am album. So I don't come today as a devout fan of DMX because, you know, I believe that fans follow every step that you make as a creative, as an artist. I believe that fans do that. And for me, I was more of a fan of Kiss. I'm more of a Kiss fan than I am a DMX fan. And that's not to knock DMX, right? You know, I remember DMX from the industry, right? That poem he did on Def Jam Poetry, sorry. I remember him from that, right? But, you know, for me, I think that it resonates with me that the legends are going. Everybody's time is being called. And, you know, it sits with me as a creative like, dang, will I ever get to meet people that I feel like influenced my artistry? Will I ever get to meet them, right? And with DMX passing, you know, a week and a day from his transition, I just wanted to take the time. I didn't know how to put this episode out on Tuesday. I didn't know how to put it out freshly after he had passed. I didn't know what I wanted to say. So I've been going back and forth with if I wanted to drop an episode and talk about DMX in it and say that, listen, most of you all are not fans, and it's okay. It's okay. Right? It's okay not to be a fan. You can't be a fan of everybody. Because if you're a fan, I'm going to ask you, yo, what was your favorite moment of DMX? Or how many records did he make? Or this and this and that? Or, you know, how many concerts did you go to? And so a lot of people are piggybacking on how everybody's feeling. But I come here today to talk to you about the aspect of the influence that DMX had on my career as an actor and as a poet. I remember years ago when I wrote this poem entitled Society, and I've recited it on this platform before, but it goes like, everything's the same. Our eyes, nose, and lips now, even our last names. Wait, does it go like that? Hold on. Okay. I remember your first steps, and before that, when the crown of your head popped out and you took your first breath. As your body emerged, I waited for the most important piece because I had elected to be traditional and wanted to wait to find out if that when you needed to pee, would you take a stand to have a seat? You cried, the sign of strong lungs, your eyes wide open, the sign of an optimistic future, because with closed eyes, you ain't open to a thing. Birds of a feather flock together, and in an ideal world, I just hope that where I went, you'd follow. In this case, I just want to be seen as your hero. Everything's the same, our eyes, nose, lips, and now our last names. The distant memories of wanting to be your dad presently plague me because differences in opinions split the family we had. The plight of a man, it's a generational curse we can't shake. Don't want to be another statistic, but it seems to turn baby father we just can't break. Moms ain't like my style. She complained I ain't make enough. All her friends flipped the latest bags and my finances couldn't afford that stuff, so we agree to disagree only when it comes to you, because in my vision, I envision private school. See, for me, X represented a creative that, you know how they say in film, less is more. Well, I'm telling you, that's what they say in film. Less is more. So you don't have to be super emotional as long as the audience can feel that you're emotional. You don't have to say, I feel like crying. You just got to cry. You don't have to say, I feel like being happy. You just got to be happy. And when I seen X and Belly on screen, I said, wow, it don't even seem like this man is acting. He's just being himself. He's just being himself. It don't even seem like this man is acting. He's just being himself. And if you know me, you know John Ross Dike I. Wait a minute. If you know, hold on, wait a minute.
John Ross Dike I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
If you know me, you know that Belly is my favorite movie all time. One of my favorite movies all time. My top 5 movies all time. One, because Nas is in it. Nas wrote it. The story was by Nas. Hype Williams filmed it. But DMX took the show. He stole the show. It catapulted his career. I mean, he came off of his first album, Hell is Hot, whatever it was. I don't even want to look it up. Again, I am not a fan. I'm just influenced. Let me not say this. Let me not say that I'm not a fan, but I'm not one of those. I'm not a fan like I am of Nas. Like Nas, I know every record. I've been to a few concerts. I've bought his albums twice over. You know what I'm saying? I got Illmatic on vinyl. I got Illmatic on cassette. I'm a Nas head. I got Nas sweaters. I'm a Nas head, right? X, I was influenced by. His raw emotion and his artistry influenced me and showed me that, hey, you can be super emotional and people gonna take what they take from it. Life is what you make it. People gonna take what they take from your artistry. So my man and I got together in 2012 and we wrote a hit. We wrote a hit web series entitled Russell Diaries. Shout out to my homegirl, Takara T. Melly Taylor. Shout out to my homegirl, Ariana Day. Shout out to my homeboy, Jimmy Captain. Shout out to my man, Mario Wanza II. They came in, we did the voiceover. Shout out to Sam Walker. She was in Russell Diaries too. And this is what it looks like. Houston, Texas, I want to show you how I was influenced by not only Belly, but DMX in this hit web series entitled Russell Diaries. This is episode 1, For the Love. I'll be right back.
Grussell Diaries.
Grussell Diaries.
Grussell Diaries.
Grussell Diaries.
Grussell Diaries. This is Grussell Diaries.
Yo, what's going on? on, man? What you doing up here?
Wiz, you know I was in the area. Decided to go by the market and grab some flowers for Chauncey. Figured I'd come holler at you.
Oh, man, what you do?
It's not like that. I just need to soften up before I tell about this non-paying gig I booked.
Oh, so it's a bribery gift, huh?
Nah,
Think that's gonna be enough?
I don't know. Oh, but I need something to loosen up before I tell about the news.
What gig did you book?
Wiz, I'm not telling you so you can try and audition for it too.
Look, man, I'm just asking because I auditioned for a gig last week, and I found out the day I booked the role. It's non-paid too.
Well, if it's the same production, we'll just have to wait and see until we're both there. Congrats, though.
Yeah, thank you.
What time do you get out of here?
Man, I'm supposed to be out here now, but Angel's running late as usual.
What are you doing after? What's up?
Wanted me left for dinner, probably run a movie or something out. What you got going on?
Dinner with Chauncey at the crib. Which brings me to my next point. I need to be getting out of here. I don't want the food to get cold. You know I can't do 2 arguments in one night.
I do understand, man. I'll tell you what, call me tomorrow, all right? Leah says she may be able to get you a job in the district as a substitute.
For real?
Yeah.
Where's your lifesaver?
All right.
I'm gonna call you in the morning.
All right, man, do that.
Grosso Diaries.
Sorry, babe. Relief came late. Have you been waiting for him?
Fortunately not, Mr. Always on Time. How was work?
It was the usual, but I did get some exciting news on the break.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it.
You sure you want to hear?
Yes.
Well, I booked another role, and it's for a stage play.
Congrats, babe. Was it the one you auditioned for last week?
Yeah, that's the one, but there's a downside. It's a non-paid production. And the producer said it could develop into a paid gig in the future, but that'll be determined on how many shows we have to book.
Well, look on the bright side. Another opportunity for work creates another opportunity for exposure. Besides, didn't you tell me that acting was something you would do for free?
Yeah, I did, but that was back when I had 2 or 3 bills at the moment.
So when do rehearsals start?
They start in 2 weeks.
Are you sure you're going to be able to juggle this production along with work and the tour ed shows?
I really hope so, sweetie. And if not, I'll just have to quit my job. Anyway, enough about that. How was your day?
It went well. I seem to have a mild-mannered group of kids this year. Usually about this time they get a little restless, but so far so good.
I bet that's a relief, especially after the group you had last year.
Exactly.
Bad kids.
Do you know what you want to order? I think I'm gonna get the house special.
Let's see what we got. I'm leaning toward those chicken crispers. Yeah, that'll do it for me.
So guys, I'll be your guys' waitress for tonight. Are you guys ready to order?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the latest order first.
I'll have the house special, please.
House special. Okay. Right here for you. And for you, sir?
Let me get the chicken crispers.
Chicken crispers. All right. And I'll put that order right in for you guys. That should be out soon, okay?
Thank you.
Grosso Diaries. Miss Atwater, how was your day?
Please tell me you found a job today, Sincere.
So I take it work wasn't so good.
Work is work. It's something that we have to do. That's all. You didn't answer my question, though.
That's because you didn't ask me one, Chauncey.
Well, did you find a job today, smartass?
No, I didn't, but I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Come on, close them. Okay, open. When I saw them, I thought of you.
What are these for, huh?
I could tell when we were texting earlier today that you weren't in the best mood, so I decided to surprise you. Surprise.
Okay, well, thank you. But I'm still not satisfied with your employment situation. Other than that, how was your day?
It was good. I got cast in another stage play today. That makes 3 this year. The director liked me and is debating on whether he wants me to be the lead role.
That's great. That's wonderful. How much does it pay?
The cast is nice, the role is better, and I feel this adds to the fan base. I can't wait to get into this script.
How much does it pay, Sincere?
Rehearsals, they start in 2 weeks, and I'm so ready. Not to mention, I know more auditions are coming soon.
Cut the bull, Sincere. How much does it freaking pay?
It doesn't, Chauncey. It doesn't pay.
Not another one. When is this gonna stop with you, Sincere?
And money's not guaranteed in the beginning. Can you please not start?
Baby, listen. I want you to become the next Denzel. Hell, at least Tay Diggs. But right now, this is not what's paying the bills. What do you plan on doing in the meantime?
I don't know. You know how much I want this. It's all I think about besides you. I just feel like my shot is right here in front of my face. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Baby, dreams are beautiful. But when you wake up, you find that reality sucks.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'll start looking in the morning.
good.
Russell Diaries.
So, you coming home with me tonight to continue the celebration, right?
Oh, it's a celebration now, huh? No, I think I'm gonna go home and get some rest.
Whoa, come on now, sweets. Don't do me like that.
Of course I'm coming over, I'm just kidding.
Alright, cool. I thought it was gonna be a cold shower night.
It still might be.
Oh, so somebody's in a playful mood tonight, huh?
Seriously though, I was watching the women's gymnastics team train on TV last night and saw a few things I might want to try.
Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Life is what you make it. Russell Diaries came from the heart. As a creative, I wrote that because it represented my life. It represented my life, and if I could take anything from DMX, it was that I'm gonna put exactly what I'm feeling on paper, and I hope that you love it, right? And so we wrote that web series. That was the first of 6 episodes in the first season. And then in the second season, we came back with another 6. And, I've had thoughts of bringing that back. But, the personnel got to be right. And, the time got to be right. And, life is what you make it. People are going through things right now. And so you just got to wait for the optimum time to be able to do things like that. Right. Houston, Texas, I want to say, one, rest in peace to DMX, the legend. I want to say, rest in peace to everybody that we've lost, especially in the hip hop industry, right? I want to say rest in peace to Kobe Bryant while he's on my mind. I want to say rest in peace to Dante White in Minnesota. Rest in peace to you, man. Rest in peace to you. I want to say a shout out to the 23-5A Tri-District champions, that is Waltrip Lady Rams varsity softball team. Long story less long. We fought, and the season's not over yet. We have our last game this coming Tuesday, the 20th, but then we have to play a single game elimination. Well, it looks like a double game elimination this coming Saturday, Friday and Saturday, the 23rd and the 24th, to see who's going to be the first ranked team in 23-5A. So I want to say shout out to my girls that compete day in and day out on the softball team at Waltrip High School. That is what actually has kind of consumed my time. This spring is trying to get better at that. So the reason why I'm dropping this episode Saturday is for the simple fact that we had a game this past Tuesday, and I couldn't muster up the energy to do both. So you pray for us, just walk with us, and hopefully we we can make some noise in playoffs, right? Remember, after the softball season's over, I'm back to every Tuesday. Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You do what you do for yourself to prove you can do it for others. Even though the year of perfect vision needed corrective lenses, your vision was never out of focus. You remained still. You remained determined." Kobe said, "The Mamba mentality is the attention to detail and the level of commitment. Run your race because you got time. Keep the momentum. Believe in your story, a creative story. Remember, never stay comfortable while trusting the process. Be innovative in your 720 hours. There will be stumbling blocks. You just keep pushing. Most importantly, what's next? Continue to drop."
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Yo, listen. I got a phone call the other day, right? And I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I got a phone call last week. Well, actually, I got a phone call this past Wednesday, right? And as an actor, because that's what I am. As an actor, hold on. As an actor, I found it difficult to get back into the realm of it. Now that I'm done with real estate, now that I'm in education, I'm beginning to make my second win. I'm trying to catch my second win, and I'm moving forward in my career and stuff like that. I've been trying to get back to my passion. The word that defines me is passionate, like my boy Freddie said in episode 110. I'm a passionate person, right? I'm a passionate person. And so I've been trying to get back to my passion, and I've been trying to figure, man, you know what? If I deviate from the path of being an actor, maybe people will see the grind, what it looks like to hustle. Maybe people will see that in me, and they'll understand that this is what I'm doing it for. With all that being said, I sit back and I wait, and I'm like, yo, when are the phone calls going to come? When are people going to say, can I get on your schedule to get on the podcast? Or I see the podcast going, so yo, you know what? I want to promote on your podcast. How do I do so? Better yet, I know that your podcast is dropping every Tuesday. Is there a way that I can get you on my project? Because I know that I'm going to see you on the internet every Tuesday, every week, damn near. And it hasn't come. So I get a phone call this past Wednesday from my homegirl. We shoot the shit, She's like, yo, with my t-shirt. I'm like, yo, I apologize. I'm going to get you that t-shirt. I just been mad busy. You know what I'm saying? I've been running around, school, work, being a husband, doing all of this stuff. But I'm going to get you the t-shirt. And she was like, that's not what I meant to call you for. What I meant to call you for was this. I was talking to such and such. And they got this project going, and they wanted you to be in this project. I was fidgeting in the car, kind of paused for a second. I said, wait a minute. What? I said, for real? I was excited. I was like, for real? For real? She started talking about, there's going to be some kind of, I say, say less. I'm there. Damn the money, I'm there. Just the fact that this guy wanted to work with me, or he picked me out of all the people in Houston, I'm there. So Houston, Texas, I found my way back into the craft. And whatever this is, I'm going to bring it on the podcast. You know that. I'm going to bring it on the podcast. We're going to talk about it on the podcast. And I hope you like it. You know, I'm going to invite you out there. I got tickets for sales coming soon. So you just stay put. Every Tuesday, I'll be here dropping a podcast and talking about this next venture that I'll be jumping into, right? Listen, the song that's on my mind, of course, I'll go one DMX and I'll go one Nas. I'm going to go Nas first, of course. Life Is What You Make It, off of the third LP. I Am, track number 11, episode 111, track number 11. Life Is What You Make It, featuring DMX. And I'm going to go Slippin', off of Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Houston, Texas, man. Today is April the 17th. You know, I've been so off. I haven't even done my countdown this year. Give me a second to calculate that. So, well, today's April 17th, man. So what's next for me, man, is really ending the softball season the same way we started. I'm praying that we can move forward into the playoffs. But if we don't, after that, I'll be finally getting this broker going and starting to jump into that aspect of my career, trying to hustle these houses and see where that takes me, man. Houston, Texas, man, this is a quick episode. I got to get back into the flow of things. I appreciate you being patient with me. Rest in peace to the legend, DMX. Every Tuesday, your boy, I'm here. I do what I do for myself to prove that I could do it for others. This episode is dropping in a few. Peace and blessings.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jiggy, puffin', all that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my body. Pilates, more way get you more way. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. I saw the sign like Ace Spades. That Ace
John Ross Dike II, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And then they spill these liquors. Yo, salute my dude.
John Ross Dike I, founder of Still Visionary Inc. and creator of the What's Next podcast, dropping every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
You know it rose rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You these walls on Texas Arty. This the upper crust. Fuck is up. Over and done.